Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 13 of the Liverpool career mode. I had a little look and I decided that I'm going to move Sadio Mane to a centre forward purely because in terms of on FIFA, if you're a centre forward, your rating jumps up a little bit. So do you remember we had Jota, who was a left winger, and I put him to a centre forward, and I think he went from maybe like an 88 to a 90 or something similar to those lines. I'm hoping that if I do the same with Mane, he might go from a 90 to maybe a 91 or even a 92, and then his value, his transfer value, if we're looking to sell him, will increase drastically. So hopefully that's going to happen. He's obviously been playing centre forward in real life, so it is a realistic. He's currently worth 99 million, so it says it's going to take 2 weeks for him to retrain position. So let's see what happens when we come back. Obviously we're not struggling for money, but it could be a good way just to like trick the game into giving us a little bit more money when we look to sell him at the end of the season. So that's a good tip if you guys have any wingers that you think could be a higher rated in another position and you're looking to sell them. So the first game of the episode is against Arsenal. We have the Champions League second leg against Borussia Dortmund in just 3 days' time, I think. So I have made a couple of changes. Diaz, Firmino, Keita, Hendo and Konate all come into the team. So the likes of Mane, Jota, Thiago, Bellingham and Joe Gomez all drop out. Hendo, of course, takes the armband. Arsenal look like a very tired side, but you can't really do much about that. That's the team. Let's get into the game. Here we go, back at Anfield. Fernando Torres in the Kop end. Arsenal, I do like their away kit. Hopefully we can go and get the result. They're playing, as I was saying, quite a struggling team in terms of stamina. I don't know why. I don't know what their players have been doing. Maybe they've been in a lot of cup competitions and stuff, but hopefully that will be a benefit to us, that a lot of their midfielders and defenders are lacking a bit in stamina, especially if this game goes on for a while. We've got the likes of Jota and Mane off the bench. Hopefully we won't need them. We can just rest them fully for the Champions League, but obviously we'd like to take off the likes of Salah and maybe even Van Dijk and Fabinho if the game is done. Okay, so it's the best attack in the league versus the best defence. Should be a good game then. Need to get across with Ibu, who's come in for the game. Great challenge, mate. That's just brilliant. Nice from our midfield as well. Intricate play. Naby Lad running with the ball. I see the run from Fabinho, just bombing on. Going to go back into Keita. To Diaz. Oh, what a finish! Luis Diaz. Again, it's another one where he's done it a couple of times where I think he should go with his stronger right foot, but he's proved to me that his left foot is just as good. What a finish that was. He lets the ball come across him and then he just cuts it across the keeper. Brilliant goal. They've obviously got Bernd Leno in goal. He's much higher rated in career mode or in FIFA in general than Ramsdale. I think he might get a touch, but regardless, it's a great finish into the corner. Thankfully Trent's come across. Oh no, Konate's been done. Van Dijk just backing off. Oh, he does excellently. Van Dijk choosing the perfect time to come in and snap into the tackle. And going up the other end, we might have Diaz versus Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu is not the quickest. Keita, we need a little bit more on that pass from Naby. Fab should win this header. He has. Salah into Keita. Now into Diaz. Cross to Salah or Bobby. Anyone. They were queuing up and Salah was the one to put it in the net. Simple finish for him on his stronger left foot. I think Bobby made the right decision not to go for it in the end. It was hit a bit hard for him and he was facing the wrong way. And as I said, it was such a simple finish for Mo. He extends his lead. Jota not playing this game, or at least not playing from the start, so Salah has a free run at the Golden Boot. And he's added 1 to his total. Straight into the second half. 2-0 up, of course. Hopefully we can continue our form in the second half. As I was saying, in the first half, maybe we might be able to get the likes of Van Dijk and Salah off. Maybe even Fabinho, just to give them a few minutes of rest before the Champions League midweek. Hendo with a bit of space here. Into Bobby. Hit that, Bobby. Ooh, that was travelling. Considering he hit that with his left foot and he wasn't completely balanced. That's a great strike. And I think it was going in. Great save as well. Sorry, Hendo. Let's give this to Trent and see if we can find Van Dijk's head. Not quite. Comes back out to Hendo. Might just hit this, you know. Oh. Come on, Robbo. Robbo versus Bukayo Saka. Another player we have been linked with. I feel that if... Obviously he's given good service to Arsenal, but I feel like if they don't get Champions League next year, there might be a chance for someone to come in for him. Not necessarily saying us, but I'm just saying a team could come in for him and feasibly... Oh no, what a terrible touch. Yeah, someone could easily tempt him away, I think, if they don't get Champions League soon. But I think if they strengthen, they should be okay for Champions League next season. They really fell away at the last hurdle this season. Need to chase back the man I'm talking about, Bukayo Saka. It's a great bit of play from him. Oh no, that's gutting. Van Dijk made the tackle, and because it came off him, the guy Guedes wasn't offside. I need to make some changes. I think I will take Salah off because I want him fresh as possible for the game in the Champions League. But it's probably a bit risky if I try to take off Van Dijk or Fabinho, so I'll probably keep those two on. I'll look towards the back to Van Dijk. Or Konate will do. Oh, it's a good cross. But just going to hit that with Jones. Not the best decision, but we've got the ball straight back. And that's a better pass from Jones. I'm just going to hit this with Robbo. Left foot. Yes! Andy Robertson had so much space time and time again out on that left. This time we were able to get it to him with enough time to run into the box. And what a finish it is from the Scottish left back. Jones with the assist. That is side netting. There is nothing Leno can do about that one. This will be a good angle just to see how far it is. He even starts it outside the post and brings it back. That is such a good finish, and that should be the game. Of the Champions League round of 16 versus Borussia Dortmund, we of course have that slender 1-goal lead. They did come back in the last game to finish 2-1, as you guys may have seen on screen just there. So we've had to go with a full strength team. I'm sure we would have gone with it anyway, even if we had the 2-goal lead. But yeah, it is just that much more tighter. A couple of players were not even fit enough to make the bench. Jordan Henderson was pretty knackered, so was Konate. So we've had to bring in a couple of the younger guys onto the bench, but hopefully it'll be enough to get us across the line. Get up, Van Dijk. Booming header from Virgil van Dijk off the goal kick. Player 1-2 with Mane. Excellent pace. Go on, Sadio. Back stick. Mo Salah. Come on. What a start to the game. Sadio Mane has so much pace. It's going to be gutting that we're losing him at the end of the season. But see if we can get him to one last trophy in this Champions League campaign. That would be good. The league seems to be more or less sewn up. I'm not going to say, you know, we've won it yet, but we have a significant gap. The Champions League, we didn't win it last year. I'd love to win it this year. Bellingham now, just going to Trent. It's the easy ball. Who then gives it into Jota. Back to Trent. I don't know why they keep doing those passes. I just want it to go on the outside there. But we've won it back. Just sort of hit Salah. Thiago on the edge. Back out to Mo Salah. Square it to Bellingham. Bellingham against his former club. I don't know why, but they never seem to pick up the man at the back post. It's such an easy pass across. I reckon sort of 50% of our goals are this. One of our wingers running in, and then, or a fullback to be fair, and then just slotting it across to either a midfielder, Jota, or the other winger. And it's such a simple finish inside the 6-yard box, all the time in the world. And Bellingham scores versus his former club to give us a 2-0 lead and 4-1 up on aggregate. Oh, Inaki Williams does Trent. Thankfully Joe Gomez gets it back. Into Mane. I see Thiago making a run, but surely he's not going to win this. No, he's not winning that race. Poor Thiago. He was running as fast as his legs could take him, but he just wasn't getting there. Straight into the second half. 4-1 up on aggregate, as I was saying. They haven't caused us too many problems going forward so far, so hopefully that continues. Their front two are rapid. Haaland and Marlon. Haaland and Inaki Williams with Marlon on the bench. So, yeah. Thankfully they haven't had too much joy against us so far, but they definitely have the pace to get in behind us if we do, you know, put too many men forward. So hopefully... Oh, that's a pivotal challenge from Fabinho, and now we might be doing to them exactly what I just said we didn't want them to do to us. Mo Salah running past Zakaria, cuts back in, into Mane, into Thiago, squares it. Oh, what a terrible pass. And now they're doing exactly what we just tried to do to them. This is end-to-end football. It's like basketball at the moment. You just need someone to stop them. Oh no, at least it's Dahoud on the ball. No offence to Dahoud, but he's not the quickest or most agile of dribblers. And Trent versus Brandt, and no, they've scored. I really think Trent should have done better there defensively. I clicked circle to clear it. Inaki Williams, for some reason, is their captain. I'm not sure if he'll ever leave Bilbao, but that is infuriating that they're straight back in the game in the second half. We had a chance at the other end with Thiago, just couldn't find the right pass, and Van Dijk dives in to make the block, but he can't get there in front. Captain versus captain, and Inaki Williams comes out on top. Probably look at making some changes in a moment. Oh, Fab. We don't have a Hendo on the bench either, so we can't really go to a more defensive midfield because, oh, I've given it away with Gomez, and he's losing this race. We're under the cosh a bit here. We're putting unnecessary pressure on ourselves. Thankfully Van Dijk's won it, and if Mane could win this header it would be brilliant. He has. Well done from Mane and Jota just to hold the ball up, take the sting out of the game. Nice ball out to Mo. Is that a foul? Not quite. And they're through again. What is going on? Oh, Inaki Williams was through. They didn't see the run. He's got it now. They're putting us under a lot of pressure here. And they might score again, and they have. 2-2 on aggregate. Inaki Williams gets his second of the game. This second half we just haven't been at the races, giving the ball away way too cheaply in midfield, not taking our chances at the other end. I'm going to make some changes because this can't happen. So after their second goal I've decided to bring on Diaz and Curtis Jones. Obviously Hendo, as I previously mentioned, isn't fit enough to make the bench because of the last game. So we have to bring on Jones for Thiago, and then Jota's come on off up front. He hasn't been brilliant today, so Mane's gone centrally, and we've got Diaz on the right wing, on the left wing. Sorry, you see him just here. Jones and Diaz, the two substitutes combining. Back into Diaz again. This would be an unreal start for the both of them, and what a finish! That is textbook Luis Diaz cutting in onto his right foot. And what a finish into the far corner. We really needed that. It was only just one goal in the aggregate score due to those two Inaki Williams goals this side of half time. But what a finish that is. Is it Jason Denayer tries to get the block in with his back, throws himself at the ball. It actually goes outside of him, and that is perfectly in the corner. Thankfully our 2-goal lead is restored. Joe Gomez has done really well to press, and so Salah. Curtis Jones on the ball now. I see Diaz, who has fresh legs, but he hasn't... Oh, Mane, stay onside. No, Mane's offside. Had to go to Diaz. Cut back to Curtis Jones. No! It would have been the opposite way round. Jones assisted Diaz. Diaz tried to assist Jones. It's on his left foot, but he has 4-star weak foot. He probably should be hitting the target from there. Got to work the keeper. Robbo win this header, mate. Well done, he has. He's kept us on the attack. Diaz into Curtis Jones. They play a 1-2. These two have been excellent since they've come on. Diaz takes the space. Back stick to Mo Salah. And that surely kills the game. 4-2 up on the night. and 6-3 up on aggregate. Mo Salah, as always, seems to be the one to finish it off. Matip, yeah, Van Dijk's pretty knackered, so let's just get Joel on. It's only 5 minutes. The game should be over. I noticed that Joel wasn't that happy as well. He hasn't been getting a lot of game time recently. I'm not sure what's in his contract, whether he's an important player. I imagine he will be, which is probably why he's upset, because he's probably dropped down to 4th choice in the pecking order in this career mode. So let's get Joel on for the last few minutes, and hopefully that will appease him a little bit. Diaz tucking in for Andy Robertson, and he's got rapid pace to go past everyone. Mo Salah back stick again, and Mo Salah gets his hat-trick. What an absolute beast. He hasn't had too many opportunities in the second half when we were under the cosh, but right at the end of the game he sealed it for us with 2 lovely, well taken headed goals. Well, one was a volley, but one was a header. Both assisted by Luis Diaz with beautiful crosses in, and it's a great finish into the corner. I had a chance like that a couple of episodes ago that I missed. It went too far wide, but this time he beats, I think that's Nicolas Schultz in the air, and what a finish. Hat-trick for Mo Salah. So after the culmination of round 16 of the Champions League, we can look at the other teams that have gone through, and then I will reveal our quarter-final opponent. As you can see, Sevilla beat Arsenal, having drawn the second leg. They must have won the first leg 1-0. Mönchengladbach destroyed Villarreal, so we won't be playing them this season, that's for sure. Real Madrid beat Atalanta, that is, so they went through pretty comfortably. Man City versus Bayern, that was a big round of 16 game, and Man City have gone through in that one. And then on the other side, PSG have beat Lazio. Not as comfortable as they would have liked it. Benfica have gone through against Leipzig. That's probably quite a shock, I would say. I guess Leipzig's players do get poached quite a lot. Us obviously 7-3 versus Borussia Dortmund in the end. What a result. Made it a little bit harder than we needed it to in that second half, but thankfully it all came together in the end. And then Atletico Madrid have gone through versus Leicester City 5-3 on aggregate. So some really big teams going through. Not too many shocks, I would say. Obviously Bayern versus City. Bayern are probably the biggest team to have been knocked out this round, but you know, City beating them is not unexpected. And that brings us on to our quarter-final opponent, which is Manchester City in an all-English clash. The first game's at City, the second game will be at Anfield, so that's the way around it I prefer. Some other huge ties. Atletico Madrid, PSG, definitely one of the bigger ones. It's a bit of a shame because, you know, if we could have got Benfica or Sevilla or Mönchengladbach, that would have been a much easier route to the semis and potentially onto the final. But obviously we can only play what's in front of us, and that's Man City. I'm assuming that, I don't know, the first one is probably too hard to call. I reckon PSG will go through. We obviously lost to them last year in the semi-finals. They were very good, and I think they won it last year for their first ever Champions League. Let's try and knock City out in our game. I back us to win. We normally do pretty well against City. I think Sevilla will have too much for Benfica, but you never know. Benfica went through last round. And then obviously Real Madrid, who we've just lost to in real life in the Champions League. I'm sure they'll get through versus Mönchengladbach. So it would be nice, hopefully, Salah, third time lucky, for a little bit of revenge versus Real Madrid. But let's get through the City game first. That will be in the next episode. And in the final game of the episode, we have a huge game in the Merseyside Derby versus Everton. I've had to rotate the team slightly. Thiago wasn't too fit. Who else was there? Jota and Mane weren't brilliant last game, and I thought Diaz was really good when he came on, and obviously Firmino didn't get him any minutes at all. So I've changed that all round. A couple of players came off the bench last game and did really well. Jones was another one, so hopefully he'll get some minutes in this game as well. I think also Harvey Elliott deserves a shout. But Everton have a decent little side, actually. A couple of good signings, it looks like, in there, especially in their midfield, like all three of them new players. So yeah, it should be a good game. Let's get straight into it. Here we are across Stanley Park at Goodison. A huge game here. Hopefully we can get the win. Obviously we're flying miles above everyone else in the Premier League. The Champions League should be our main focus from now on. I really want to do better in this, in that competition than I did in the first season. However, a derby is a derby, and we're in very early on. Oh, what a block! What a block that was. Was that Soyuncu or... yeah, Soyuncu, one of their new signings. Maybe Pickford had it covered, but electric start to the game. Van Dijk could have a free header. Oh, he did have a free header. His first ever goal in a Liverpool shirt came in his debut in the FA Cup versus Everton. Unfortunately, he can't emulate it there, but a really good start from us. Step in with Joe Gomez. Hasn't quite worked. Now Gray on the ball. No sign of Anthony Gordon. Obviously, I started this career mode before he was in the first team picture. However, we have given them a corner. Let's try and defend this. Luis Diaz takes a touch. Let's do it again. Diaz is so good at these. Whoever stands at the front post, whether it be Mane, Diaz, whoever it is, just is so good at running from box to box. I'm going to hit it, because why not? Please don't have touched him. Yeah, fine. It's a corner. We probably could have done a bit better there. Oh, and I've taken the corner with Hendo. However, Salah won the header, but not the best. Calvert-Lewin has a little bit of space. Andy Robertson versus James Rodriguez. Robbo wins it, but only goes as far as Puig. Van Dijk comes out. Oh, it's a great ball in. Unbelievable save from Ali. We needed him there. It's a great pass from Bellingham as well. Prompt the 1-2 from Mo Salah. I'm actually going to go inside to Firmino. Oh, and Seamus Coleman in his final Merseyside Derby gets in there for a great last-ditch challenge. He's retiring at the end of the season, apparently. Squeeze up the pitch with Bellingham. It's an excellent interception. Right. Jude Bellingham gets him in. I see Hendo back post. See if we can get him in. Oh, Pickford was alert to the danger. He's done really well there. Should be coming up to half time. We've had a lot of chances, but none of them have been properly clear cut. It'll be interesting to see the XG at half time. I can't remember them having that big a chance. Obviously that Alisson save of James Rodriguez was from quite close in. I forgot to really look at the scores there. I think it said Man City were losing, but maybe that was wrong. We've had 2.2 XG and they've had 0.3, so I don't know, we need to be more clinical. We've only had 25% shot accuracy. We do have the players on the bench if required. Obviously the likes of Mane, Jota, Elliott, Jones can all come on and do something, but I'm going to keep it the same just for the first 15 minutes of the second half. Good interception from Jude Bellingham. We move the ball. See Salah on the wing. This is DeSiglio. See the run from Bobby Firmino. Back into Salah. Finish that. Oh, what a save from Pickford. Kept in nicely by Diaz. Bellingham. Move it off to Hendo. Finish that, Hendo. Oh, it's another great block. And, oh my god, Everton are so ballsy to play out from there, but somehow it's won. They've done well. We haven't been able to win the ball back. Oh no. They could be in here. Robbo needs to get across. And thankfully Robbo and Trent between them managed to crowd out Damari Gray, or whoever that was.
As you can see, Liverpool have had all the ball in the last 15 minutes and created a hatful of chances.
Hendo into Salah. Bobby Firmino! I was being a bit quiet there in the build-up. I just knew we needed a goal there. I saw the opportunity as we had a lot of numbers forward. I didn't want to mess it up by talking, just like talking through my play. But yeah, thankfully we did manage to get the goal. Bobby Firmino, the man to get the goal. Hendo into Mo, and then I don't know where their centre-backs have gone, but they've got a massive gap in between them. And so much time and space. Pickford can't make an incredible save this time like he did last time. And yeah, Bobby gets the goal. I think I'm going to make some changes. It's about, 62nd minute. It's time I make a few. My subs are coming on. Bellingham's played a lot of mins lately, so he's going off. And Hendo's going off as well. Bring on Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, both the youngsters. They'll slot in alongside Fabinho. Fabinho needs to get back. Should just head that. Oh, didn't head it. I thought he could have headed it, but It's okay, he went with his foot, and now we're actually might have a chance here. Luis Diaz brought into the play by Firmino nicely. Back stick for Mo Salah. Too much on the pass, way too much on the pass. Curtis Jones just lays it off to Fab. 1-2 with Jones. I'm going to hit this. Forced that slightly, and now they're in on the counter attack. Lots of numbers back. Curtis Jones is sorry, they had lots of numbers forward, but Curtis Jones getting back quickly, and it's a great tackle from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh no, camera on the ball. No, not like this. We cannot get this ball back. No. Oh, what a block from Trent. Hold that up, Elliott. Well done from Harvey Elliott. He's headed that nicely into space, and then Firmino tries to turn it around the corner first time. We're coming under the cosh a little bit here. Oh, I've stepped up too much. Van Dijk, please. Great save, Alisson. God, this is not going well. I might bring on a fifth defender, but what a save that is from Alisson. Right, I've made the final change. Bobby Firmino, the goal scorer, coming off. Kanate coming on. We're going to a 5 at the back for the last 7 minutes. Hopefully the extra centre-back will mean we don't concede off this corner. We just needed another body in there. It's becoming way too scrappy. No! Oh my god, Alisson. He has been unbelievable this game. What a save that is. Come on. Let's try and win the first header off this corner. What's that? Oh, thankfully it's gone straight to Luis Diaz. And he still has enough pace left, hopefully. Can he run coast to coast? It's 4v2. Let's not mess this up. Harvey Elliott, back stick. Finish this, Elliott. No! Elliott, the 19-year-old in the Merseyside Derby, can't seal the game off. And now we just need everyone to charge back. This has been just a frantic last 10-15 minutes of in-game time. I've stepped out too much with Robbo. I need Van Dijk to track this run down the wing. I put him in the middle, so Kanate's on the left, and whoever else is on the right. Gomez, just couldn't remember off the top of my head. But we've got the ball here. I see Luis Diaz, come on. This is it. This is the game. I mean, it's going to be game over after this anyway. But Luis Diaz gets his second goal in 2 games, as well as the 2 assists last game after coming off the bench. What a performance. We came seriously under the cosh there. Everton were putting us under serious pressure. Thankfully, on the counter-attack, Luis Diaz has gone straight through, and in the final game of the episode, we've sealed the 2-0 victory away at Goodison Park. What a finish from Diaz. I thought maybe it was going wide of the post for a second there, but thankfully, it's gone right into the corner. So just at the end of the episode, Bobby Firmino has gone up to an 89 rated player. It's just incredible. Obviously that dynamic potential and the fact that he's in excellent form have meant that even as a 31-year-old he's continuing to grow, which is brilliant. He's only 2 ratings lower than Jota, so we have 2 world-class centre forwards. In terms of I just saw that they're really not happy with us. Obviously, let's just look at the objectives. I don't know why that is. Obviously we're not going to get the clean sheet one. That's not going to happen. Expand the club in North America, we haven't done that, but we have an extra season remaining. I mean, we're not going to do that either. I mean, we've got 2 seasons for that, and obviously we got knocked out of the FA Cup. So even though we've got a massive lead at the top of the Premier League, and we're still in the quarterfinal. We've got through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. The board still aren't happy with us. So I mean, that just shows the incredible expectations that the board have on us for the moment. We have a huge gap at the top of the Premier League, 23 points over second place Manchester City, but still we can't appease the board. Alisson, as I was saying, was excellent in that game against Everton. Thank you guys for watching the episode. Let me know if you like the 3-game episode rather than the 4-game episode, slightly shorter in length and hopefully more manageable in terms of content and stuff like that. I can put more highlights in, etc. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.